Okay, so we're supposed to get some rain here today, but I'm going to see if I can take you guys through a quick, like 10-ish minute yoga flow before that happens. If you have a mat and some blocks, great. If not, you do not necessarily need them. So I'm going to go ahead and start my timer. Maybe. Okay, and we'll get started. So start in a comfortable seated position. If you need to, you can place a blanket roll or a block under your bottom to elevate your hips higher than your knees. For some people, this makes the position more comfortable. Resting the hands on top of the knees, allow yourself to settle in. Feel your weight on your mat. Notice where your feet are. Notice where your hips are. Try stacking the ribs and the shoulders over the hips. Knit the lower ribs in so that they're pulling in towards your back. And the belly button is pulling in and up. Not tightening, just maintaining that integrity of the core and the spine. Taking some deep breaths here, in through the nose and out through the mouth. If it's comfortable for you, allowing the eyes to close. Deepening the breath. As you inhale, feel that energy, that fresh oxygen entering the body. And as you exhale, release any tension, any worries, anything stale or stagnant that you may be holding on to. And on your next inhale, we'll start with some movement. Rotating forward on the inhale and moving backward on the exhale. Opening the chest forward on the inhale and rounding the back on the exhale. Opening through the front of the heart on the inhale and the back of the heart on the exhale. We need to balance these. The front of the heart is where we give love, and the back of the heart is where we receive love. We need to be able to do both. Moving with the breath, inhaling and exhaling. And when that feels right to you, on your next inhale, change directions. Still moving with the breath. Feeling that movement through the spine, lubricating the joints in the body as you move the spine in all directions. Bringing some mobility there. And when you're ready, come back to center. From here, we'll take a twist. So inhale the arms up overhead. Get long through the crown of your head. Reach up through the pinky fingers to move the shoulders away from the ears. Think of it as shrugging the shoulders down. And as you exhale, turn to the left, placing the right hand on the left knee and the left hand behind you. As you inhale, draw up through the crown of your head, lengthening your spine. And as you exhale, deepen the twist, just slightly. No need to crank here. With each inhale, lengthen. Tuck the chin slightly, lengthen up through the crown of the head, relaxing the shoulders away from the ears as you exhale and twist a little bit deeper. Looking over the back shoulder if that's available to you. On your next inhale, come back to center, raising the arms up overhead. Maybe a slight back bend here. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, lowering the right hand behind you, bringing the left hand to the right knee, dropping the shoulders away from the ears. Inhale, reaching through the crown of the head, extending the spine long. Exhale, twisting to the right. With each inhale, lengthening, and with each exhale, twisting and looking over the back shoulder. And on your next inhale, come back to center, arms up overhead, palms together, hands to heart center as you exhale. Good. Transitioning to hands and knees, we'll find our way into some cat-cow stretches. Knees are under the hips, shoulders, wrists, and elbows in line. Really rooting down through the hands here, pressing down through all the fingers and the pads underneath the fingers, almost feeling a suction cup effect in the palm of your hand, a slight lift there. Inhale, move the chest forward, tailbone up. Exhale, rounding the back. Center of the shoulder blades reaching toward the sky. Inhale, chest slides forward, tailbone up, belly dips toward the mat. Exhale, arching the back like a Halloween cat. A few more of those with your own breath. Inhale and exhale, arching. Two more. And then finding your way back to center. We'll wag our tail a little bit, so just moving the hips back and forth. As you move the hips to the right, maybe you look back over the right shoulder. As you move to the left, looking over the left shoulder. And just going back and forth here, getting a nice little wiggle. Bring the big toes together, knees wide. Sit your hips back towards the knees, reaching the arms out in front of you and lowering the forehead to the mat. If your forehead doesn't reach the mat, this is a great place to use a block or even some folded towels or blankets to just rest the head here, help release any tension. Breathe into the back of the body. Feel your chest and back expand evenly as the breath moves through every part of the lungs. Feel your biceps wrap back and your armpits move toward each other as you press down into the hands. If you have a block under your head, go ahead and remove that. On your next inhale, we'll slide down onto our bellies, bringing the hands under the shoulders, not putting any pressure into the hands, just placing them here, pulling the elbows back towards each other, pulling the shoulders back, zipping the thighs together. And as you inhale, lift into your baby cobra, contracting the back muscles to lift the chest off the mat. Exhale down, all the way down, forehead to the mat. Inhale to rise. Exhale, release. Inhale to rise. Exhale, release. On your next inhale, if you'd like to, you can put just a little bit of pressure into the hands, still pulling the elbows and shoulders back as you inhale and lift the chest and maybe the upper part of the belly, keeping the pelvis and pubic bone pressing into the mat. On your next exhale, tuck all 10 toes, press into the hands and the toes, lift the hips up and back for your downward facing dog. Bend the left knee, straighten the right leg, pushing the heel toward the mat. Bend the right knee, straighten the left leg, pushing the heel toward the mat. Pressing evenly through your hands and feet, wrapping the biceps back so that the soft tissue of the elbow is pointing forward, the eye of the elbow, and your armpits are wrapping toward each other. Gaze is between the knees. Bend the knees and reach the tailbone up toward the sky. Great. Inhale. On your next exhale, step forward towards your hands, however many steps it takes for you to get there. Inhale, halfway lift, hands to shins, reaching forward through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold. Inhale, bring your hands to your legs. Bend your knees and start to roll up, bending the knees as much as you need to, walking the hands up the legs if that's helpful to you. Inhale, arms up overhead. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Exhale, release the hands to the side into your mountain pose, rooting down through all 4 corners of the feet, reaching up through the crown of the head, knitting those front ribs in. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Exhale, stretch to the right, lengthening and reaching, not collapsing into that side, rooting down through both feet, especially through that left foot to keep your balance. Inhale to center. Reset here. Inhale. Exhale over to the right, reaching and lengthening, maybe bringing your gaze up to the sky if that feels good. Inhale back to center. Exhale, turn the palms out. Release the hands to the sides. Step the feet a little wider here and just do a little twisting, releasing the arms, rotating the body side to side, maybe lifting the heel as you turn to release the hips and the low back. Maybe bringing one hand to the chest, one hand to the hips. This is in Qigong, this is called knocking on the door of life. So awakening your energy, removing any blockages, and then find your way back to stillness, releasing the arms down to the side in your mountain pose. Inhale here, feeling strong and centered and steady. Shoulders are back over the hips, front ribs are knit in, belly button in and up. Inhale, the arms up overhead. Exhale, palms together, hands to heart center. Take a moment here. Feel if you feel any different than you did when you stepped on your mat. Did a little strengthening, a little stretching here. It's amazing what 10 minutes can do. I thank you for joining me. I hope this practice was helpful to you, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.